Do we need?
Live in the Den with the legendary James Funk, front man for RE, Go-Go Hall of Famer, legend since 1976.
Yeah, so before we left, I was asking you, how did the name Rare Essence come about? Were you involved with it, or do you know how the name
No,
came
Foots came up with the name. What he did was turn.
One of the baddest drummers on the go-go scene, James Funk brother, Foots.
Yes, sir. One of the perfumes back there, it was called Essence Rare. And for some reason, he just turned it around and made it Rare Essence. Because I had told him, I don't know how long Young Dynamo's going to last. You know what I'm saying?
Young Dynamo?
Yeah, they was back in 74. Yeah.
You ain't like that before?
Huh?
You ain't like that one?
I know, because they're going to come, they're going to grow old. You know what I'm saying? So Young Dynamos ain't going to work.
Right.
You know?
So if you remember, how did you feel when you first heard Rare Essence?
I felt good. I mean, you know, one, because there was a group of young, good boys, you know what I'm saying? Neighborhood boys, because they went to school together. Like I said, I'm before them. But they were good. But I would go down there and try to help them to be better. And then when I got them to a point where after I had asked, you know, Chuck for his permission, I took him up the Maverick room. But I had to first ask the owner, Mr. Jones, was it okay to bring them because they was underage. I told him that, you know, I was going to keep them there, you know, it's my brother's band and I'm trying to show them pointers.
Right.
Man, from that day forward.
Y'all owned the Maverick room on Wednesdays.
Well, that too, but, you know, but yeah, no, but, you know, Chuck had left the city because of Busted Loose.
Right.
But I'm gonna say this. My mother used to take us to all the concerts when we were kids at the Howard Theater. And James Brown would, you know, come every week. It seemed like every week. Would come regular. But we would be there all the time. And this one particular time, I don't know what my brother was doing. He's about 6 years old. He was focused in on, I didn't know what it was until we got home. He was focused in on the drummer. And I could see then that well, I know after we got home, because he wanted a drum set.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But then I knew he was focusing on something. I couldn't figure out what it was because everybody else, you know, yeah, because James was doing his thing back then. But he was just sitting there just like a sponge, taking it in, you know. But to get back to that, from that point, that day on, because I kept telling them, man, I want y'all to horn in on your craft. Learn your craft, because that was the first thing Chuck Brown told me. Learn the business and learn the people in the business.
Right.
And so I told him that, and I asked him, man, I need y'all to learn how to read and write. You know, majority of them did. You know, that's what, you know, I know that's what took the band to another level. Because after the excitement of hearing the sound, because I kept trying to say, man, you got to play clean and clear so people could understand what you were saying, but they couldn't grasp it until they heard the Soul Searchers. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So from that point on, it was, man, you know, what's next? What's on to the next?
Taking them to see Chuck, that was the understudy work and
because they got, you know, even though Foots, my uncle, Steve, he was had the drum bugle corps, so that's how Foots was so syncopated. His timing was impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Because less is best for real. You know, but some people come in, they want to, you know, be all over the place. No, this is a team. we all got to play like a team. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we can everybody can understand each other, so the people can understand us. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's got the lead, let them lead. You know, you back up so they can be out front. You know what I'm saying? And let and however, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Both bands was playing for like 30, 45-minute sets. How did Foots adjust to just that steady beat for that long?
Because like I said, you know, simplicity. My thing was to make people dance.
Right.
You know, there's a big difference. Both of them can make you dance, Juju and Foots.
Right.
But Juju is more of a show drummer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Foots can get there when he wanted, but our thing was to make people dance. You know, so whatever, no matter what's going on, just keep it locked. We'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I call it foreplay. In my foreplay, just like in sex, you know what I'm saying? You get your significant other in tune to you, but you got to bring the people into you. You know, because that's why I guess that they could never figure out why how these niggas get up here and just do what they do. Because I'm trying to bring people into. They did what you just did. I'm trying to bring them into us now. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially you got powerhouses back there. Trouble, EU, even Junkyard when they start making noise. You got to learn how to maneuver yourself to get where you want to go.
So the lead talker thing, I was intrigued by that because what I do down in the Goodman League is similar to being a lead talker, but I always took lead talking from you, and a lot of people don't know this. I used to base my shit off of listening to you direct when you on that stage, and you get that whole Howard Theater and Club LeBurn. How does that work at practice? Because I mean, you that guy. They coming to see you whether you know it or not, because you take them from one level. I'm talking about the band. You orchestrating that thing. So where did lead talker come in at? I know
most of the time
was doing it, but
most lead talkers. Well, for me, if I hear a song that I like, say like Dance to the Drummer's Beat. I don't know how many years we played that. You know, before it was a hit, when it was a hit, after it was a hit. And still, every now and then we still play it because we made it our own. But for the most part, when I hear, especially if I hear a song that I really love, I'm gonna make it my own because I'm rearranging it in my head. I let the band learn the song, then I rearrange the song. But in there are points where I might go somewhere else, give the Jungle Boogie, or just if I hear, because I'm constantly listening to the band. You know, you gotta listen to your band. And Godfather might be playing something. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold it down, Jungle Boogie, Godfather. Do that right there. And then I might... Come on, Damo. I'm talking to Damo, but I'm trying to get Damo into what we doing. Same thing how you control the Goodman League. Right. You know, like I said, you try to bring people in. I don't even know how the ball players can really play the game. Some of that stuff come out your mouth because I be on the floor. Because I know they, you know, most time you in tune to what you're doing. But if they tune in to what you saying out your mouth, yeah. But seriously, most leaders like that, junkyard, bugs.
You got to feel the crowd, folk. I used to sit back, and if the crowd jive like bullshitting, okay, I'm gonna hit a few joints, and then you tell me where you got them from. Spotlight, that was a classic. Spotlight. That was about a 15, 20-minute
Yes.
set by itself.
All of them, really, but
Yeah.
then, because we got roll call.
Roll calls,
put them on.
spotlight,
I do roll call.
display,
And you know, I got that out.
one-on-one.
Yeah, I got the roll call from, I don't know when y'all was in elementary school, when the teacher would have the roll call book, to checking names off, who's in
Yeah,
class.
okay.
That's how it came about. Because
okay.
by me knowing a lot of people and Benny knowing a lot of people, because I used to have a roll call book very early on, very early
You
on.
used to be up there with the.
Yeah, checking people's names off. And I guess that was part of it, just like the spotlight.
Right.
I created a spotlight. It was homemade. How you doing there? How you doing, Renee? Good to see you.
Come on in and get folks in
Yeah.
there.
I told him.
I told you.
How you doing? Oh, I forgot about this one. How you feeling? You good?
Fine,
Good to see.
yeah.
He told me he was gonna break all barriers to get in.
No, I used to come and watch you up the black hole.
Yeah, he told me.
What I tell you about Ray Woman?
Yeah, he told me.
Turn around. I said when she get in, she gonna talk about the black.
But that was
Robert Rodney and everybody.
Oh, okay. But that was a good era.
Yeah.
That was definitely a good era for go-go. Number
Yes,
one.
it was back in the day.
Number one, because we were the band back then.
Yes, you were the big band.
And a lot of the bands, I didn't know them then. Well, I knew Junkyard, from playing down the farms and all that. But the backyards, and I can't even think none of them bands in that era. They were in the audience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, because I believe, and from my heart, the bounce beat came from when we was playing up the Black Hole, Work the Walls.
Work you in. I used to leave out there so
Because it was a certain beat we would play live.
Yes.
They go with the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
Right.
I'm glad Go had two babies.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
The grown and sexy, and now the bounce beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like the blues had the baby, rock and roll, and whatever else that follows. So, but it's a lot with that. But yeah, truthfully, if they were men and women enough, they would attest to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable.
Everybody came prepared today. I got a new sweatshirt. My girl Nate came with her hair done.
Well, no, he did. No, he did.
No, I'm saying.
You get ready, get it, man.
That's not.
You seen Nate came with her answer.
No, I'm saying she got her hair done today.
You said it wrong. You said it wrong, man.
I'm acknowledging that it's done.
You said it wrong, man. You said it wrong.
I'm getting ready to choke shit out of him. I'm over the black. I'm getting ready to choke shit out of him.
So let me ask you this, Funk. Where did Professor Funk, or as we know today, as I know I'm younger, as Funk, where did that name come from?
Well, folks like Brady, B Moves, and Mitch, and Bird, you know them, all them. I was kind of coattailing them. That just because I always hung out with the older generation and did a lot of their parties. Mitch, I'm doing one of their parties, and I'm in a closet. I'm like in a lab. I call myself being in a lab. And I can hear them out there hollering as I'm playing. This is before mixing even came in. So Mitch, because I used to play a lot of funkadelics back then. Mitch stuck his head in, man, you mixing that thing like a professor. Man, you funky tonight. And I just put the two together. It became, but then, as I was getting popular with Professor Funk, there was another Professor Funk done surfaced somewhere, and he called himself Still in the Name. So after going back and forth with him, it clicked on me one time. Okay, you can have that name. I'm gonna use James.
Right.
That's how it became James Funk. But then I stopped saying James. It's still Jazz, James, but nobody recognized the period. It's just James, Jas, period, Funk.
He used to tell me on the fly. He used to, when I booked, he said, "Hey, you got James." I said, "Goddamn Funk." I was been calling you James Funk 20 years.
But I mean, it is in print. It looks good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In print, it looks very good. That's why, you know.
Funk, you had a hell of a job.
Are we good? Are we good?
No.
Damo, we give it a little break? Oh, okay, right. How much we got?
We done.
Oh, okay. Wrapping up another segment with the legendary Go-Go Hall of Famer, James Funk, live in the den. Be right back with another segment.